mean, I love Andrew Garfield. That's my Spider-Man. I'm a big fan of his. I love Florence Pugh. She's phenomenal. She won me over in Fighting with Family. It's the first time I remember her. But jumping into We Live in Time, which was a good surprise. And honestly, going in, I had no idea what this was about. I was generally watching it because it starred these two. All right. So the promoting was great because you see them in interviews, they're just having a good time. I don't know if they're acting, if it was real, combination, whatever. It worked. It made me want to go see this movie. I didn't expect this story. I didn't know what it was really going to be about. And it's just a really beautiful story about finding each other and then growing each other. It's just like, I feel like I haven't seen a movie like this in a minute. They've been out there, but I haven't seen one that I resonated with or resonated with me, that I cared for. Part of that is going to be them. They definitely did that for me. But I liked watching this story of life as it just developed, as they met each other, as they interacted with each other. They loved, they hated, they argued, they fought, they made up. And growing to that point where they get married or they have a kid, or will they, won't they, what's going to happen. Her career is number one. He's a very special guy. He's kind of weird in this movie, and it worked for her, like, fun, outgoing, like, accomplishing, I'm going to do whatever it takes, I get it done energy. And his, like, very meticulous, always taking notes. Even his proposal, he wrote it, but he couldn't say it. Like, the little moments in that movie really made me fall for it, and their dynamic felt genuine. Like, them going back and forth and having that connection really worked for me. My biggest issue with this movie is the scene before last. And it's not a huge issue. It just felt off. Maybe that's what they wanted you to feel. They wanted you to feel off. However, her character, Florence Pugh's character, is a chef. And she's going for into this competition, not for a star. I can't remember. I apologize. Because the competition was cool, but that wasn't the part that I was focused on. It was more so that they were fighting cancer together. She was fighting it, but together he was trying to help. They were dealing with that. Spoiler, she dies. She doesn't make it. She beats it once. She doesn't beat it again. And this one moment that she loved sharing, she used to be a phenomenal skater, ice skater. Did it with her dad. Her dad passed, so she stopped doing it because she just didn't feel that connection anymore, right? The second to last scene, the last time she's on screen with them as a family, they're ice skating again. It was beautiful. But the way it ends that shot, like her just alone on the complete other side of the rink, and they're over here just looking at her, just kind of like widening. It just didn't work for me. It really did make me feel like, what? Give you a visual disconnect where they were going to be apart, or I would have preferred something more sentimental, especially for the way the movie was progressing, something of them kind of coming together. He was just with his daughter, and she was alone, like as they were parting ways, which I understand because in the very next scene, you see him and his daughter just running through the routine by themselves, which is indication that she didn't make it. That was one of their last memories. But I would have liked something a little bit more to connect it back to the fact that it was something beautiful she shared with her father, where in this moment, she decided to share it with them. And to our knowledge, this is the first time she's back on ice since. So that was like the only part that didn't really hit for me, but that's it. Like, I genuinely enjoyed this movie. I love the story. I love the connection. Like I said, the dynamic between these two was great, and it worked. Every bit of it I really enjoyed. I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful movie. The story's fun. It's an enjoyable movie, so if you did catch it in the theaters, I think you liked it and it was worth it. If you can catch it streaming, highly recommend it. Like, I always call these like rom-coms because I find so many moments funny because there's a lot of humor mixed in. Like P.S. I Love You, one of my all-time favorite movies. I was like, yeah, it's a rom-com. And they're like, no, it's not. It's like a dramedy, or it's a romantic drama or whatever. But I'm just like, but there's so much humor mixed into the story. It's like, that's the part that really makes me fall in love with these characters, because even though they're going through these struggles, these terrible, straining, painful tragedies, they're still able to find humor in these small moments, and that resonates with me. The dynamic between them two really worked for me. And I think that's why this one like resonates, and I really enjoyed it. So if you're a fan of them, I think you'll love this. If you want to see some great, genuine acting, the dynamic, the way they build, enjoy the movie. Check it out and let me know. Again, comments, questions, concerns, requests. Comments is open. I love hearing from you. But until next time, stay safe, be well, y con mucho amor. Adios.